What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome day. A quick one here on nat gas, gold, silver, crude oil, starting with natural gas. Now, what do we have right here? Prices nicely pushing up and nicely bouncing up from my support area, which is right here. Nicely hit the targets, which is enough to take your profits. Now, in my yesterday's video, I've said that I've been looking for the possible bearish engulfing pattern, which we did not get. If there is no conditions, we are not taking any trades. Now, I always keep myself prepared ahead of time, as it is my only job, it is my only business. That is why I look at market really seriously. If there is certain type of pattern is forming, like bullish engulfer, I know that I'll be looking at my area to take my trades. And it all depends on your patience and it all depends on your discipline. I do not enter randomly. Yes, I took 2 trades after a while, bearish engulfer and bearish engulfer. That was my condition and I did not hesitate to enter this trade. Now, this was the pattern, which is inverse head and shoulder pattern that was mentioned last week as well. Let me show you the clip of that video so that we can connect the dots from there. I'm expecting few conditions. Now, either we can expect for the long term, we haven't got any confirmation yet, but from here, if you can see, we have a left shoulder, we have a pullback, and we have a possible head of this pattern. For now, in a long term, I'm expecting a price to form inverse head and shoulder pattern as well. It is something I am getting prepared in advance. If I see this pattern, I put my possible entries. Perfect. So here on this platform on capital.com, we have this pattern completed. Now we have a left shoulder, we have the head of this pattern. Now we are in the process of for the price to form a right shoulder. Now for the price to form a right and valid right shoulder, we need to see a rejection within my termination zone. Now the rejection can be after a pullback, which is just a pullback to my rejection zone, which is right here. You can mark exactly like me, which is 2.646 goes to 2.740. It is my rejection zone of head and shoulder pattern. Now at this point, all I want to see 2 conditions. Number 1, either just a pullback. As you can see, we're getting a rejection from the termination zone right here, which is my termination trigger for buy entry. Once the price pulls back down, it can still go down inside this box, forms bullish engulfing pattern. It is my buy signal, or it can still forms a 382 candle, which I'm going to talk about in a second. That is all I want to see within my termination zone. It could be right at the top of this box. It could be inside this box. Wherever I get this condition, I will go long. All I'm looking for a valid condition. I want to show you a good example of opposite of head and shoulder pattern. So right here, we had a head and shoulder pattern. Before that was bearish trade, we had this bearish engulfer happened at my termination zone, and that nicely pushed down to the level of support. Now we are getting something inverse. That is what we need to look at, a possible and a valid buy trade. We're already in a buy. If you are someone who's managing this trade, if you want to manage till this zone, that is totally up to you. But if you have exit this trade, that is even good, and look for the next condition. That is what I'll be looking at for the possible pattern. Now the next entry would be, let's say we have no head and shoulder pattern completion. There is no left shoulder price break above this termination zone above, which is 2.840. If we are broken and close is very important. In that case, I will just look for my pullback entry bullish. That is all I'll be looking at if there is no head of this pattern. If the price just pulls back down above 50 EMA, forms bullish engulfing pattern above this box, it is something I'm talking about if there is no head and shoulder pattern. If we have a bullish engulfing pattern above 50 EMA, in that case, I will go just long, and it is just my normal pullback entry after this bounce, after the break of 50 EMA, just pullback entry bullish till we are at the level of resistance, which I'm going to mention in my upcoming videos once the price start moving towards my resistance level. That is all I need to look at here on natural gas if you're looking at capital.com data. Now here on Oanda, exactly the same, nothing different. Here I would just want to see a break above 50 EMA and just a pullback. We do not have a valid head and shoulder pattern here. For that, price must hit this termination zone, then a pullback, then a continuation. So for now, here simply just a break is important. Break above is very important, and then a close above is important. Then a pullback entry bullish, either a head and shoulder pattern. In that process, we might get a rejection here on capital.com. Of course, if the price pushes up from here, if you have a condition here, you can still look for your entries and calculate your targets according to this platform. So just a pullback entry bullish after the break of 50 EMA or head and shoulder pattern after the completion. So only looking for buy trades, not selling at this point, as now we are just looking for buy trades. Here on Nemix, what you can do, you can just look for a double bottom pattern. which could be right here. Now, if the price comes down, let's say after a deep pullback, comes down, rejects here, forms bullish engulfer or a 382 candle here. In that case, that will be a valid buy signal. Here, the situation look different, the price look different. That is why if you're trading futures, NEMIX, in that case, that is all I will look here, a double bottom confirmation for my buy trades. Not selling, not buying, nothing until we are here. Or for the sell trades, if the price pulls up to 50 EMA, rejects from here, forms a bearish engulfer like this, in that case, I will go short till here, look for the buy condition to go long. So that is what I'll be looking at here on NEMIX futures platform. So keep an eye, look for the condition and wait for the conditions. Once the conditions form, only then we're going to go for the trades. Next up, we have gold. Now, tell me something. Who took this trade? If you follow me from a couple of years, then you know it is my popular pullback entry bullish. Clearly mentioned yesterday, and let me show you the clip from that as well. So from the highest candle to my zone below right here. Now, price is about to hit 50% retracement for aggressive traders. That is a buy limit order. For less aggressive traders, just a pullback entry bullish above 50 EMA. Perfect. So if you're an aggressive trader, we did not have a hit of 50%. But if you're not an aggressive trader, like me, for gold, I don't look for aggressive entries, but a valid bullish engulfing pattern. What is the ATR? Is $11. And what is my target? 1.2 to 1. I kept my take profit right at the first and recent high, and it nicely hit 1.2 to 1 reward to risk ratio. Nicely hitting my target. Do let me know if you have taken this trade in the comment section. Now, as the price did not make it to 50% retracement, I will just readjust my Fibonacci tool again, and I will keep on doing that until we get a retracement. Now, right here, for aggressive traders, it is something like this. All I want to see, just a pullback to 50%. Buy limit order, take profit. You can either go 1 ATR, 2 ATR. It's totally up to you. I want to manage here. It is a bit risky to manage till that high, but it's totally up to you if you want to keep your stop loss and moving your stop loss to break even and grab your profits all the way up. That's totally up to you. Otherwise, again, we are broken above this high, just a pullback, and again, pullback entry bullish exactly like this. Keep on taking buy trades in the trending market as the price is now broken above these highs. So only buy trades for less aggressive traders, pullback entry for aggressive traders. 50% retracement is something I'm looking at. I'm also looking at gold and silver ratio has now broken below the support area, and the next support is quite lower, which is right here. If the price pushes down, gold will push higher, and it will also keep the silver high. If you don't know how to trade gold and silver ratio, please feel free to check the video in my playlist, and you can also see the card up there. You can click and watch the video. Now here, looking at gold and silver ratio, if we have a pullback here, we'll have a pushback here. So it goes inverse and opposite. So in that process, gold might forms a bearish condition and then start to push down, and ratio might forms a bearish condition, start to push down, and gold will start to push up. Now, if you see here, clearly price formed a bearish engulfer here. Right here, the price pushing down and gold is pushing up. So again, watch the video. It will really help you to analyze gold and silver both. So right here, we are pushing down, and gold is likely to push back up with a pullback. Now, silver is now inside of level of major resistance. We are only expecting just pullbacks. Right here, it is a level, as you can see the numbers in blue, from where now I'm expecting a good bearish condition. Now, bearish condition will be engulfing candle, right like this, but this did not happen at the resistance area. So bearish engulfers or double top pattern will be strongest entry. Now remember, it will be enough to hit your profits. This pullback can be enough to hit your profits before the price will likely to continue in the trend. So I will just go for my trades with a better reward to risk ratio. 1.2 to 1 or 4 to 1 is totally up to you. And after that, once the price pulls back, deep pull back to 50 EMA and forms a buy condition, I will go long. So I will still look for my buy condition if there is a pullback without a sell condition followed by bearish engulfing pattern. But if there is a sell condition like bearish engulfers or double top, in that case, I will go short. So keep an eye, look for the condition for sell. We are now inside the zone, and buy as well if you have a just pullback followed by bullish engulfing pattern. Next up, we have crude oil. It's now pushing up. Now inside a level of major resistance. So at this point, we are just looking at this level right here. 72.24 goes to 73.35. Now it is a level from where I'm now expecting a push down, but reason is very important, which is my bearish engulfer or double top with a less aggressive entry. Once we have that, I'm going to go short. If there is no condition and price dramatically push up, in that case, I will use this level as my support area, and I will start to look for buy trades only. So only buy trades after we have a break of this one. Otherwise, just looking for the bearish trade with conditions only. So that's it for commodities, guys. Hope you got a value. If yes, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, so that we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.